All right. All right, guys. We're going to do some follow-up today on some probates. So appreciate everybody that's joining in on YouTube and also on Insta. So to give you an update, there are 5 people that I emailed yesterday from my initial calls, and I'm going to call them all back today because I saw that so I have a tracker when I send emails out to see who reads them. They all read them. They all watched a quick video. And I send a quick video in the beginning just to introduce myself to them. It's a service called BombBomb. If you guys don't know what it is, I will drop it in the chat. It is, let me do it first here. I should probably ask them for like a stipend since I promote them so much. Why are they rejecting my comments? I use BombBomb. There we go. Okay. I see what it is. Interesting. Okay. So I use BombBomb. Okay. What it does is it records you and it sends it out in a low memory video. It doesn't take a lot of memory. So the video goes like this. Hi, Mr. Seller, this is Daniel. We connected yesterday or today. Just wanted to put a video together so you can put a face to the name. Here are the list of the services that we offer. Again, it was a pleasure to speak with you. And we work with families that are moving through the probate and the estate process. We offer services to them. Things like, estate sales, estimates of value, things of that nature. And so we wanted to offer those services to you, see if any of them would be applicable to you and your family. The end goal here, Mr. Seller, is really just to take over and handle the real estate side of things so you and your family can really, just be with each other and move through this challenging situation and not have to worry about anything real estate related. You guys can really honestly just grieve because we know that is sensitive. You're moving through a challenging time, and that's what's important. So we do that. We send that out, and then I follow up with them to see what they thought. Do you have any questions, and what did you like about what you saw? So with that said, I'm going to make some calls today. All right. So first and foremost, we have... Now, this one went to voicemail yesterday, and the voicemail was full. I'm going to try this one again. This is a woman's name is Munira. Her husband has passed. She still lives in the property. And again, I don't normally call these, but today we're going to call it because we have a decent audience. All right. What do we got? Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay, it's ringing. And it goes right to voicemail. All right, so we're going to go. Okay, this is, there's 2 decedents on this one. This is Thomas that we are calling. And Thomas's aunt has passed away. All right, and I'll be doing this, guys. How do you know they're going through probate? It's a good question, Walsworth. So what I do is, let's take a break here, guys. It's a good question that we have. So how do we know that these properties are moving through probate? So what I do is, and I'm going to put in the comments here, I'm in the NJ area. So in my area, you can go to the courthouse, Walsworth Properties Group, and get a list of people that are, their properties are going to be moving through probate. And then what we do is you just data mine the phone numbers to you get the personal representative will be on there, and that's the person that's in charge of the estate, and that's what you're looking for. So what area are you in? I might know the area as far as what the process is. It just depends on what area you're in there. Walsworth property. And for you guys on YouTube, the question was, how do you know the properties are moving through probate? And it's a good question. So in my area, I know that I go to the courthouse and get a list. You can do it every week. Okay, cool. Dallas, awesome. So in your area, specific to Dallas, I actually know Dallas very well. We have, I just know it. I've been there a lot. So you can go to whatever the county, if there's a county seat in specific areas of Dallas, just outside. Okay, are you in like Plano? Are you in McKinney? Are you in, I know the areas around it too, Denton County. Okay, cool. Yep, I know exactly where you are. Cool. Well, it's good to have you. So in Denton County, what you'll do is you'll go to the courthouse and you will go to there's an area in each courthouse in any place, in any city that handles, yep, okay. I know exactly where you are. That's awesome. Good to connect with you. You're going to go to the courthouse. You'll go to the part, and you can ask, maybe somebody can direct you in the courthouse to where estate sales, deeds, probate, what that area is. Once you get there, you will ask for the list of properties that are going to be either moving through probate, that they have to go through the probate process, and then they should be able to give you their process on how to get them. Mine is you have to sit in front of a computer, upload them, and then print them out, and they charge you for the sheets of paper that you're printing out. That's my area, New Jersey. And then what you do is you data mine for the personal representative, because on this, the personal representative is listed on here. So now I know who it is that's in charge of the estate. I just get their phone number and I give them a call. And then you hear me calling and saying what I'm saying to them right now. So does that make sense to you? Do you understand what in me explaining that process to you? Cool. Awesome. So look at it this way, and I'll just say, what's your name, ma'am, or miss? I probably should call you miss. It's more formal. It's Miss. I think Miss is associated with, I want to say younger, and maybe ma'am is associated with older. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I've just always been taught to say ma'am and miss because it's respectful. What's your name? So I can call you by your name. Denise. Cool. Awesome. Good to connect with you, Denise. Look at it this way, Denise. This is another lead source that I live stream these every day. Next week, I'm going to be in Sedona, so I won't be doing these. But the following Monday, I will be. I'll be back. So I have a leadership summit in Sedona. But every day, I live stream me calling stacks of probates. And you can hear me speak to the public, introduce myself to them. Hi, my name is Daniel, estate. I wanted to reach out to you. I was looking for, let's say, Thomas. Hey, Thomas, yeah, this is Daniel. I wanted to reach out to you this morning very respectfully regarding a property that I think you may have been executor on over on Adam Street. And then I'd say something like, I just finished closing 2 that finished probate. Okay. Did you help them? Like, did you get the lead through probate, or is it just a coincidence that they went through probate, and then once the probate process was done, they knew you and listed through you? Or do you actually know probates? Ah, okay. Got it. So imagine this, Denise. Let's think of it this way. Imagine now, and I love that you're being upfront and authentic with me. How many realistic lead sources do you have that you call on a daily basis to get listings and deals from? And by lead sources, I mean, let's say expired, for sale by owner, like that, past clients. How many legitimate lead sources do you have that you can call upon on a given day? Okay. This is awesome. I so appreciate you. Now imagine, so I have at least 6. Okay, and I don't say that to brag. I'm saying that because it's taken me years, but I have 6, and I'm going to list them. Expireds, for sale by owners, past client, center of influence, commercial, third-party referrals, companies that send leads to you and you close them and pay them a huge rip, but if the property is good, I'll do it. And then probates. Okay, so you have 1. That's 1, Denise. So you have past client, center of influence. So your past clients are what feeds you. Now imagine, now you have 2. Okay? You have probates and past clients. And then once you master probates, Denise, now you move on to expireds. And I prospect expireds all the time. I feel like I would say I'm very, very comfortable calling expireds. This is awesome. So I'm glad. Now just imagine getting the leads, Denise. You just get the leads. You know they're moving through probate, and you just call them and help them through the probate process, Denise. This is so cool. All right? So you're getting the leads. This is great. You're getting the leads after they've moved through that process. And yeah. So now imagine you get the leads yourself instead of waiting for them to move through and then they call you. You can actually get the leads yourself, understand how to get them, then the personal representative. You just get their number, data mine their number, and then call them. And you can use I'll give you my script. I don't mind. If you want my script, just drop me a DM and I'll give you my script. And then I'll work with you. I would say watch me here. And yeah, we can I'll help you through this. Like we can list properties. I'll help you on what to say and how to say it. Yeah. That's what you do. That's what we do. What where are you at, if you don't mind me asking, brokerage wise? Yeah, we're here to help, man. I'm here to help you. It's a phenomenal lead source. Phenomenal lead source. And just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, cool. Awesome. So look at it like this, Denise. So look at it like you're expanding your reach on bringing in business each month. So now you can legitimately rely on 2 lead sources, past clients and probates. And then, and I would say, like, I have a big YouTube channel where there's a lot of properties, or I'm sorry, a lot of trainings that I do on either, if you look at my YouTube lives, look at my YouTube lives on my podcast, Daniel Majrobian podcast, there are numerous calls I make on probates. I film these live every day. So listen to how I speak to the public and how I can get their information, and then we end up helping them. And then you can just mimic it. Like, just mimic it. And reach out to me, DM me if you have questions. If somebody says something to you and maybe you didn't know how to respond to it, let me know. If I can help you out, I will. Okay? Cool. cool. Do you have any more questions for me? I want to actually jump on and make a few calls because I'm gonna be in the car in about an hour, so I want to get a few calls in today. My pleasure. It's really good to connect with you. Thanks for reaching out today. It's awesome. Glad to help you. Like, think of how awesome. Okay, cool. Think of how awesome, Denise, it'll be when you actually master this, and now you're like, "Hey, Dan, like I just listed like 3 probates because I got to them first." So, okay, cool. I got you. Yeah. So let's make some calls and see if I can get some people on the line. It's still early enough, so let's see what we got. All right, this is Thomas. So now, and just so you guys know too, I get the I know the certain times with this information, I'll have the relationship between the person who's deceased and the decedents, and then sometimes I don't. This one I happen to. This is this person's aunt. So she passed away, and now she's leaving the property to her nephew. I've called him a couple times. I have not heard back from him, so let's see if we can get him. All right, it's ringing. Voicemail. Okay, listen to how I do the voicemail. Good morning. This message is for Thomas. Thomas, my name is Daniel. I'm an estate and a probate agent in Hudson County. Thomas, wanted to reach out to you this morning very respectfully regarding a property I think you may have been executor on. It's over in Kearney. We work with families, Thomas, that are moving through the estate and probate process, sometimes even completed it. And what we do is we work more on the real estate side as opposed to your attorney, which would be helping on the legal side of things. So there are some services we offer. Please call me today. It is Friday. My number, Thomas, is 973-255-8714. And again, I'm Daniel. I'm a estate agent right in the area. Thank you, Thomas. All right. Now that's 7-11. Okay. Now, I sent him, this is the second time that I've reached out to him. He has not answered. So, with that said, now I'm going to text him. All right. And I'm going to read you the text. For those of you who don't know what I'm texting. Okay. This is the text that I send out to them, okay? Hi, Thomas. My name is Daniel. I'm an estate/probate agent here in Hudson County. I received your contact information when I learned that, very shortly, if not already, you will be appointed a representative of your family's estate. And then I put a space. The reason for my text is that I specialize in the probate and trust real estate process. I realize this may be a little premature in some way, ... I was reaching out very respectfully to see if you knew, if the estate was planning on keeping the real property or maybe leaning a little more towards selling it at some point in the future. We also have other services to offer as well, and we'll be glad to share those with you. Warm regards, Daniel. So that's what I sent. I just texted him now. Now, last night, I got a response back, and I'm going to actually respond to him again. He just said, I sent that exact message to this gentleman named Mark, who I don't remember because I called a lot yesterday. He sent back this yesterday at 3:30 and said, I will keep you in mind when we get to that point. Okay? So again, now the good news is if they're not answering you, text them. What's the worst that can happen? They tell you stop calling me? It's no biggie. So, okay. So now I'm going to put in here that I texted as well. And we move on. Okay. This is Carlos. Now, again, just to reiterate, guys, I want you to understand this. I normally don't call when there are people that live, like if it's a husband and a wife and they live in the property together and one passes away, I usually don't call them. And the reason I don't is the likelihood they're going to sell the property is minuscule because they still live there. So there's no reason for them to sell. Statistically, they don't. So that's why I usually will move on. But for the sake of maybe getting them on the phone for you guys to hear me, I'm going to call them. So let's see. So this is Carlos, and it looks, I don't know if it's what the relationship is. On this one, I don't have a relationship, so I'm not sure. But I did text him on the 9th, Wednesday. So let's see if he read it. Oh, well, we're gonna call him anyway. Okay, it's ringing. Three rings. Four. It's probably gonna go to voicemail. Yeah, voicemail. I'll leave a voicemail. Good morning. This message is for Carlos. Carlos, my name is Daniel. I'm an estate and a probate agent in Hudson County. And Carlos, wanted to just reach out to you this morning very respectfully regarding a property I think you may have been executor on. It's over in North Bergen. We work with families, Carlos, that are moving through or completed the estate and probate process. And we handle more of the real estate side of things, whereas your attorney would be handling the legal side. So we have a few services to offer you and your family, obviously free of charge. When you have a moment, please call me. My number is 973-255-8714. Thank you, Carlos. All right. Okay. So we did not get him. And we keep moving on. Moving on. Oh, this one? Oh, this is a good one. All right. I don't know if I'm going to get this woman, but this was just a matter of me getting to them and them answering the phone too late. The aunt passed away. She left the property to two nieces and nephews, but they live in Switzerland. They're here now, but they're leaving to go back to Switzerland literally today. So I spoke to her on Wednesday. She said, well, they're not here right now, and they're going to New York Thursday, which was yesterday. They wanted to see the city, which I can turn and look out my window and see. And I was like, I'm trying to think of ways I can get into these people's consciousness. And she's like, they already met with agents Monday and Tuesday. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. You're telling me, ma'am, that I'm a day late? And she was like, yeah, you're basically a day late. And I was like, can you take my information down and like just give it to them? And she's like, sure. So I gave her my name and I said, if you can have them Google me. And she's like, okay. So now I'm going to call her back and see, are they still here? Let's see. You never know. She said she's been leaving the phone off the hook because it's been ringing like crazy. Yeah. I'm going to get her voicemail. Damn. Yeah. It's voice. She's not answering. I'm annoyed, man, because I got there a day late. It was like I've been calling this woman for 2 weeks, and she finally answered, but she answered a day after the kids interviewed everybody. So. What do we got here? Okay, this is, her name is Patricia. She is inheriting a property from her father. She does not live in the area. And so let's give this a shout and see. No, I don't send a mailer. I don't do that. I find that it's too much work, to be honest with you, Denise, because I have so many that I'm calling, and it's just I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I never thought about it, to be honest with you. I have their phone number, so and maybe I can draw up like a canned, mailer. That actually might be a good idea. I should have my assistant do that. There's people though that let me reach out to Heath and see what he says. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna voice text my Siri. Remind me to reach out to Heath and see if I should do a mailer for probates.
Okay, I added reach out to Heath and see if I should do a mailer for probate to the list.
Cool. All right. Let me see. But texting is good, Denise, because it's the person that you're trying to reach. That's what I'm looking for here. So, and the thing is, I guess you could send it to the property, but who knows? I like just calling. I'll get him at some point. That's the way I look at it. I'm gonna get him at some point. Yeah. Okay, this is Patricia. She inherited a property from her father. That is a place she did not live. And this one's actually around the corner from me here. All right, it's ringing. Let's see. Maybe she answers today. She didn't answer on Tuesday. Oh. Hey, good morning, Patty. My name is Daniel. I'm an estate and a probate agent in the Hudson County area. And Patty, I was reaching out to you this morning very respectfully regarding a property that I think that you may have been executor on. It's over in Union City, actually right around the corner from me. I do live there too. I'm very close to the property address. And I wanted to just reach out and let you know that we work with families, Patty, that are moving through the estate and the probate process. And we handle more of the real estate side of things, whereas your attorney may be handling the legal side. And there's a few services that we can offer to you. I wanted to go over those with you. So when you have a moment, please call me. I'm at 973-255-8714. Thank you, Patty. And it is Friday. It is about 9:15. Thank you. All right. Now, on this one, I'm going to text her because I did not text her the other day when I sent her or when I called her. So we're going to text. And all you need to do when you text, Denise, is just change the name at the top. It's everything else is the same. You just leave it. Now, she said Patty. P-A-T-T-Y. I'm going to guess and say it's P-A-T-T-Y instead of P-A-T-T-I-E. Let's do that. Okay. Because at this point, if they don't answer twice, yeah, in my estimation, I'd rather just see if I can get them through a text. So, okay. All right, let's move on. What do we got? Who do we have here? Brian, I reached out to yesterday. That's right. I spoke to her. She's not ready yet. This guy has crazy hours, and he asked me to call him, and it's just like I'm not able to call him at the time that he wants because it's like 10 at night, and I'll be honest with you, I forget to call him. So, okay, what do we have here? Spoke to Lorena. She took my info. She says she has someone who has helped them through the years. Yes, I remember this woman. I spoke to her yesterday, actually. Yep. And I wrote on here, call back in a couple weeks. So this woman was nice. She said, Daniel, I'm getting bombarded. We have somebody already. And I said, okay. They've helped us through the years. Now, she wouldn't say if it was an attorney or if it was a real estate broker. She was very short with me, and which is fine. I'm fine with that. Because remember, guys, this is like good question, Denise. It depends on the county and where you are. If it's a really populated, like let's say you're in the middle of Dallas, it's going to take longer. But if you start to go to the suburbs where there's less people, it's quicker. And it's really just getting the in my state, Denise, it's just getting the letter of administration. That's all it is. And during that time, that's when, because you now have the lead, is where you can start to work with them and build that rapport, build that relationship with them, and offer them different services. So, for example, I'm going to say, like I would say to somebody, yeah, Denton is big, I know. I would say to somebody, so it probably will take a little bit longer in Denton. I would say to someone, so yeah, I'm aware, so Denise, it sounds like you are definitely moving through the process, and I'm imagining that your attorney is helping you through that process. Is that right? And she'd be like, yes, or he'd be like, yeah, they're helping me out with that. Okay, great. And so Denise, what we do is we help you with more of the real estate side of things, and there are some different services that we offer to you. Things like if you were thinking of maybe doing an estate sale, estimate of value. If maybe you're thinking of putting the property on the market either for rent or for sale, maybe you're even thinking of keeping it, having an estimate, an accurate assessment of what the property is worth, probably would help you with which decision to make as to where to go with the property. Would you agree? And they'd probably be like, yeah, we don't know how much it is, or things like that. And then that's where you can come in and offer your service. Great. We offer that free of charge. What we would do is just ask a few questions about the property. Maybe, Denise, if it's okay, we can meet you at the property so we can take a look at it for ourselves. We may even have a cash buyer for you. Does that sound fair? And they'd be like, yeah. So these are all just subtle ways, Denise, to get yourself in front of the seller. And if let's say they don't live in the area, they don't live in Denton, they don't live in Dallas, you can schedule a Zoom call with them. Hey, we'd be great if you just schedule a quick 5-10 minute Zoom call with you and any other people you think would be important and to be at this meeting. Any other decision makers. Does that sound fair? And then they'll say, yeah. So, yes, I do. Denise, they all do. It's hard. But there are some that don't, there are some that you can catch them before they either have an attorney or maybe they don't have any of that yet. But yes, the attorneys are like the drivers sometimes of these, at least around here, because they have these realtors in their pocket. So it is a challenge to get around that. But that's why I say to them, if you notice what I said, I'll say, yeah. And what we do is, Denise, we handle, No, I don't. I think I don't find that fruitful because they in my area they've been working with these attorneys have been here forever. If I can get an attorney that hasn't, great. But I'd rather network and just get the leads myself, the probate leads myself, and just call them and see where they're at. Because every one of them isn't married to an attorney. You know, what I mean, every one of those attorneys doesn't. You know, they don't have an agent, or the process where the seller is right now, they don't have a realtor. That's the people I'm looking for. And every place is different. So I have a few attorneys they don't do probate. So I'm always on the hunt, and you never know who you run into. But I don't think it's a fruitful use of time to target probate attorneys because they don't know who you are and that kind of thing. So I'd rather just get the leads myself and call and get around it. So again, if you notice what I say and when I'm speaking to them, I'll say to them, yeah, so, and Denise, so what we do here is we handle more of the real estate side of things. Good question, CMB. I go to the courthouse. There are providers that you can use, and it's like a pay per lead. But I have somebody that goes to the courthouse for me and gets the data, and I just pay them. And that's where all of these are. All of this. I have a stack of them here. So good question though. And then I just call them. I get the personal representative. I find out who they are. It's usually on there, and then I just get their number. There's plenty of services you can use. Forewarn. And you just get their number and call them. So, yeah, so that's the process that I use. But again, getting back to the attorney, the reason that's the biggest reason, Denise, that I say, and CMB, I don't know your name, CMB Realtor. You want to drop it in there, I can call you by your name. That's the reason that I say in my message and when I speak to them, because usually what they'll say to me when I share with them who I am, they say, well, I already have an attorney. Yeah, we're already taking care of that. And I say, great. Cyrus, good to connect with you, brother. What I say to them is, oh, that's great. I'm glad you have an attorney. I'm imagining they're helping you move through the legal side of this. The good news is what we do here, Cyrus, is we help you move through the real estate side of it. And we have a lot of services to offer to you. Can I go over those with you? And then they're going to be like, yeah, what do you offer? And then you can go over it with them. So that's why I try to delineate legal side with real estate side. They're two different things. That makes sense, guys? Okay, so I hope that does make sense. I'm going to call a few more. Just give me a second. I just want to grab I just crushed this cup of coffee, so just give me a minute. I'm going to grab another cup, and then I'm going to come back. Yeah, give me a sec, Cyrus. And Denise. All right. Let's rock and freaking roll, man. I love this. This is like in my element. Okay. So here we have all right, so here we have, this is Alexandra. And it looks like it's her mother. And so, yeah, again, so guys, just so you know, there are certain cases where I have the relationship between the deceased and the decedent, and then some of them that I don't. and where they live. This one I have the information. This one I don't. So, oh, hold on a minute. This is pretty dope. Oh, that's awesome. Sweet. Okay. I just had somebody book my Airbnb, and I'm like, I needed that weekend to get booked. Okay. This is Alexandra. Her mother passed. They didn't live in the same place. Did I call her yesterday? Let's see. I think I actually did. And if I did, I'm going to give this another day. If I did. And I think I did. But let me just see. I did call her yesterday. Yeah. All right. So I don't want to hit them. I usually do every other day. Her I spoke to. Mel I spoke to. Yeah. So some of these I. All right. This is a good follow-up one. Okay. This is Karen. I've spoken to Karen. I haven't been able to get in contact with her. But we're going to give another shout. Let's see. Yeah, I called all of these yesterday. We had a good day yesterday. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're going. Cool. Yeah, you know what I want to do? I want to. Oh, good. They're getting out of there. That's awesome. 347-255-5356. Let's find out who sent that. I want to know who sent that. 347. Okay, no. 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 Oh, that'd be pretty shitty if he did that, but I don't think he would. Yeah.